Each time a new volume comes out, I'm heartbroken in a slightly different way than the last volume has left me. Hi guys, it's April, and I'm gonna do this review the same way I do all of my other reviews. I'm gonna have the non-spoilery section up front, followed by the spoiled filled dump afterwards. I will also note that since this is volume 9 in a series, this is gonna have spoilers for everything up until this point. So you have been warned. So volume 9 of Girl from the Other Side from Nagabe. I just finished this book. This continues exactly where volume 8 takes off. We've left Teacher on the outside. After Shiva has been captured and taken on the inside, she is going to be used as a sacrifice, hopefully to end the curse that is happening. One thing I like about this volume is the fact that we get a little bit more into why everything is going down the way it is. A lot of this is backstory and mythology and origin stories. And the way it is told, it is just beautiful because it has Nagabe's art style. It has that very dark, grungy feel, but it's also still got that innocence, which I love mixed in with this. Plus you have these very sweet moments with Shiva as she's interacting with some of the people who have captured her, and while she's still trying to get back to Teacher. Ultimately, I think this volume fits really well into the rest of the series. It does leave me very much wanting more because the place that it ends is heartbreaking but so hopeful at the same time, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It is good to know how things happened, why things are happening, but I'm to the point now where I want to know how it's gonna end. So I've got the backstory, I've got the buildup, and now I just need all of the things to come together in a way that just won't leave me broken inside. So truthfully, this is a very good volume. I loved every single moment of it. There wasn't a moment where I even paused to consider putting it down. It was a very quick read. It was a very heartbreaking read. It was a very heartwarming read. It was all the things that I always love about this series. So if you haven't continued on in this series, I highly recommend that you should. And also leave me a comment down below that you are going to be picking up this volume because I need people to talk to. I need all of the people to talk to. But this is the point in which I'm going to start going into some spoilers and some possible speculations of what all of it means. I slightly alluded to the fact that we got a little bit of an origin story of everything that is going on with the outsiders and the insiders. We've got the father and the Earth Mother and how they're constantly stealing from each other and creating things out of each other, which is a really bizarre concept, but fairly interesting. And the fact that things aren't quite what they seem with the father, and he might not be the one we want to back if you really truly think about it, is kind of disturbing. I do like how the king and one of the soldiers kind of started realizing what was happening, and eventually Shiva got to go back. But the fact that Shiva found Teacher in mostly tree state was just But those last 2 pages, my whole spoiler section is about those last 2 pages when Shiva is returning the locket, because there's a little bit of Teacher left. I mean, at least enough to move. But the fact that they touched and Shiva went into a very large tree form kind of makes me speculate that Shiva is not a child. She might be in child form right now, but I think there is a lot more to her than just vessel and soul that everyone's fighting over. I know we started down the path of thinking that Teacher is Albert. I can't decide if Shiva is the child or his wife. And I keep going back and forth on which one I think that is, because there's something about that last page that just, I don't know. And maybe it's neither of those things, but I just, the way she started to grow, and I don't know, there's a lot more to Shiva. And I need to know those answers now. Just when I think I've gotten answers and I'm starting to find a little bit of fulfillment in that, these kind of things happen. And I need so many more things answered. Tell me down below your thoughts on this volume of Girl from the Other Side. I would love to hear from you. And of course, if you want to see more content like this, subscribe down below, and I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.